The dim light of a single bulb flickered in the tiny, crumbling house on the outskirts of Lahore. The walls were cracked, the roof leaked when it rained, and the cold winter winds seeped through the gaps in the windows. But none of that mattered to Fatima. Her only focus was the open textbook in front of her, and the two sleeping children curled up beside her on the worn-out mattress. Her husband had passed away 3 years ago, leaving her with nothing but debt and two young children, Ali, 10, and Aisha, 8. Relatives had advised her to send them to work as laborers. "What's the use of education when your stomach is empty?" they would say. But Fatima refused. She had seen how ignorance and poverty trapped people in cycles of misery, and she was determined to break that chain. With calloused hands from stitching clothes late into the night, she gently brushed Aisha's hair and whispered, "Padhoge likoge banoge nawab." Study, and you shall become kings and queens. Fatima took on every job she could find, sewing, cleaning houses, selling homemade pickles in the market. She worked from dawn until midnight, her body aching, her eyes burning with exhaustion. But every evening, without fail, she sat with Ali and Aisha, helping them with their homework. One day, Ali came home crying. "Ami, the boys at school laugh at my torn shoes. They say I'll never be anything but a servant." Fatima's heart shattered, but she held his face in her hands. "Beta, let them laugh. One day you will stand so tall that their laughter will turn into respect." That night, she sold her only gold bangle, her last piece of jewelry from her wedding, to buy Ali new shoes and Aisha a fresh set of books. Years passed, and Fatima's health deteriorated. She coughed violently, her body weakening, but she hid her pain from her children. One evening, she collapsed while washing dishes. Aisha, now 15, rushed to her side in panic. "Ami, we need to take you to the doctor." Fatima shook her head weakly. "No, Betty. Save the money for your exams." Ali, now 17, clenched his fists. "I'll quit school. I'll work and take care of you." Fatima's eyes burned with tears. "If you stop studying, my entire struggle will be wasted. Promise me you'll never give up." Ali and Aisha doubled their efforts. Ali tutored younger students to earn extra money, while Aisha won a scholarship for topping her school. Their mother's sacrifices fueled their determination. One evening, a letter arrived. Ali had been accepted into Punjab University on a full scholarship. Aisha had secured admission to a prestigious medical college. Fatima, now frail and bedridden, held the letters with trembling hands. Tears streamed down her face as she whispered, "Allah ka shukar. My children will not suffer like I did." On the day of Ali's graduation, Fatima was too weak to attend. As he stood on stage, receiving his degree in engineering, he dedicated his success to her. "Everything I am today is because of my mother. She starved so I could eat, she worked so I could study, and she suffered so I could succeed." When they returned home, Fatima was gone. She had passed away peacefully, a faint smile on her lips, holding Aisha's acceptance letter to medical school. Years later. Dr. Aisha Khan opened a free clinic in their old neighborhood, treating the poor just as her mother